He was one of 7 boys from New England invited to a junior Olympic camp at Mount Cranmore. And he skied every year that he was in high school, and years after that in the annual Sugarloaf Schuss, the biggest race in Maine at the time. In college, down in Brunswick, Bruce once again took the initiative and rejuvenated the Bowdoin College ski team, which he served as not only captain but coach. He was ski meister in his junior year when the team won the Maine Intercollegiate Championship. After college, Bruce returned to Bridgeton and became very much involved with promoting junior skiing in that area and at Pleasant Mountain. As a volunteer coach at Bridgeton High, of the Bridgeton High girls ski team, he wanted to make sure as many kids as possible had a chance to learn how to ski. The Pleasant Mountain Ski Club ran a junior program at that time with about 6 kids in it when Bruce took over as president of the club. To expand the junior program, he convinced various schools in the area to bus the kids to Pleasant Mountain for an afternoon of skiing and of lessons. To handle this new wave of children introduced to skiing, Bruce recruited dozens of volunteers as instructors and helpers with the buses and in the base lodge. The youngsters came from all over western Maine, Freiburg, Lovell, Sebago, Denmark, Naples, and Harrison to join the group from Bridgeton. He also convinced his friend Russ Haggett, the Pleasant Mountain general manager, to provide special rates, free lunches at times, and in many cases would provide equipment either free or at a reduced rate. Bruce and his wife Laurie ran the program into the 80s when it had ballooned to 400 kids with 75 volunteers helping to make it work. Woo! For this Pied Piper role in introducing so many into the sport and helping so many of us to become better skiers and racers and people, I think. Please join me in welcoming Bruce Chalmers to the Maine Ski Hall of Fame.
Thank you, John. You gave my speech, so I'll keep it very, very short. As captain and coach of the Bowdoin ski team, John was a classmate of mine at Bowdoin. And what I would do with John, show you, he has a heart the size of an elephant. And across country, we'd be racing against Middlebury, University of Vermont, Maine, who had real solid programs. So what I would do is the best racer, for example, from Middlebury, I would tell John, this kid, his heart's so big, he would get in front of him, if that was a draw, and the guy passed him, which usually he did, because this again, he's going against the best, then John would stay with him for the 7 or 9 miles, however long the race was. And he would keep our score up so we could really be in good shape. So John is a special friend. We've done a lot of things together in life. And so I'm very, very proud to be here tonight. And I'm just going to skip over a couple things here because a couple points. I'd asked my dad for $1 to go skiing. And he said, would you talk to Mr. Haggett, see if he'll sell you a season pass? And he did. He sold me a season pass for $15. So that's the first season pass ever sold at Pleasant Mountain. I always loved skiing. I took a real interest in promoting skiing, and I did increase this program to about 400 kids. And they came from all over the area. And God bless my wife, Laurie. She ran the program in the mid-1980s. At that time, the program had, again, 400 plus kids from an elementary to high school level, and it took 75 volunteers to run. The program is still going strong today, 50 years later, the same format that we established. I think it's fair to say that literally thousands of youngsters have learned to ski because of this program. And I look back at people like John Atwood, Halsey Gulick, Dr. Henry Hudson, Dave Mason, Edna Fadden, and many, many more. That they got many youngsters that ski, and to this day, I see these youngsters on the slope. My last comment, in my junior year in college, I wrote a paper for an economics class on the economic impact of skiing in the state of Maine. This was written 57 years ago. Hard to believe the change that's taken place in the last 60 years. Now that paper is on here, and then you're all entitled to take it, because I do want, John knew I worked pretty hard to get through Bowdoin. I did, I got through. But take the paper with you and just see what it was like, the economic impact of skiing in Maine, and then compare if somebody wrote that paper again today. But thank you very much. I really did teach him how to ski.
Yeah, and he's actually proud of it.
Got it.
Wait till boat, wait for boat.
Oops, sorry. Wait. Oops, sorry.